Bitcoin is doing very fantastic today, okay? It's right under $63,000. So it's even higher than when I started my Sunday walk video yesterday when it was a little bit above 61, right? So obviously from last week, basically just from Friday on, we are rallying up in a big way, right? And there are a couple reasons why that I think this happened. Obviously, let's start out with the biggest thing, and that is what happened with Trump, right? And I've talked about this a little bit yesterday, but there's still more things coming out in terms of that Secret Service agent now possibly being fired. Again, why wasn't more precaution put into place? How were there not aerial drones or cameras? Why were they not used? And, there are just a lot of stuff. And here's the latest. The shooter, he appeared in a Blackrock commercial, okay, just a year ago. So that video came out. Someone found this commercial where he was part of it for like a brief second or so. But like, where did that come from? Right? What are the chances? Like, if you take a second to think about it, because I was telling my wife this, and she's like, so what? So what? What does that have to do with anything? Like, no, but think about it. What are the chances that the shooter, who happens to be a very young kid, okay, he happened to appear in a Blackrock commercial? Blackrock, we know, is very involved with Bitcoin now. Okay, they continue to keep loading up on Bitcoin, and the numbers are staggering. And we know Trump is now pro-Bitcoin too. And this is all before a Bitcoin conference. So again, is it really a coincidence? I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. I really don't. But it's kind of hard to ignore. Again, what are the chances of that, right? I would say very, very little amount of people in the earth have appeared in a Blackrock commercial. Okay, so again, man, you're just hearing a whole bunch of stuff still coming out. Not a whole lot of answers, just a lot of questions. But one thing's for certain, a lot of people do think, I even asked X's Grok's AI about this, why do you think Bitcoin went up? And it even said, well, because Trump survived assassination attempt, and a lot of people think he's very pro-crypto, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good for the industry altogether going forward, something like that, right? But I think that's one of the reasons why. And yeah, his stance towards being pro-crypto definitely doesn't hurt, right? So there's that for sure, because it's weird too, because right after the attempt, that's when Bitcoin started pumping up. Like, I think it was still like around 56, 57 when it happened, and then it quickly jumped up to 58, 59, then it jumped up to 60, 61, and now we're almost at 63,000, right? So again, it's just, I don't know how or if this is somehow all connected, but there's something to it. Something's happening. But anyways, regardless of that, speaking of BlackRock, we know that they continue to buy and buy and buy. They have over 314,000 Bitcoin now. And that's by far the most, way more than Grayscale, still way more than MicroStrategy, way more than everyone else. And they don't have outflows. They've been having inflows, and more inflows. Last week, even the final day on Friday, a massive 300 million plus, right? If you're looking at so far, the first 2 weeks of all the inflows, we have like over $1.2 billion. Right? So all this fear about Mt. Gox and about Germany selling, which we know they have none to sell anymore. All the fears and stuff kind of got squashed. What did I say? I told you guys, Bitcoin moves really quickly. And once we get back to 64, it's like that dip down to 55, 56 didn't happen. No one's going to remember it. We're having a V-shaped recovery, and we're so close to that 63.7 that support turned resistance, and it may turn to support again. Once we hit that again and then we continue forward, no one's going to remember this dip. So the best way to think about the dip is it was a gift. It was a golden opportunity to buy more of your favorite asset like Bitcoin and Solana and others that are all coming up pretty nicely right now. So that's the best way to think about it. There's really no other way to think about it, because we know we have dips. At least I know. I've been through so many cycles. Most of you guys watching know there has been so many dips after dips after dips, even during bull markets, right? So we're not even talking about in bear market. Yeah, bear markets, of course, we have many dips, but bull markets, we have many, many, many dips. And those that take advantage or have taken advantage of those dips, they're way better off for it. Even my DCA portfolio guys that have been working with you guys, showing you guys DCAing every single Wednesday night, it's still in the green. It hasn't gone to negative, right? It proves to you guys that DCA works, right? Now, something else that I'm glad to see that I'm reporting this morning is the shorts. We had about $180 million worth of shorts being liquidated yesterday. Okay, that's a single day. And we have billions more to go. Last time I checked, and this was a while ago, just to get back to 70,000, there was about, I think, 10 billion worth of shorts, and that was weeks ago. So I don't have the latest numbers, but I saw that yesterday we had about $170 million worth of shorts liquidated. If we get back up to 63.7 today, and then we continue further back to 70,000, we will have one of the biggest short squeezes in a very, very, very long time. That could definitely drive us, okay, to our previous high and beyond. I mean, that is going to happen. So if you're a Bitcoin shorter, you're a Bitcoin whale, I don't know what you're doing still keeping your shorts open. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You are setting yourself up to get wrecked, and wrecked hard. I guess if you're into that, then that's your thing. But I don't think any of us, the pro-Bitcoin on the long side, want that to happen, right? So that's the last thing I want to share. We got some manufacturing data and a lot of economic data that's also coming out this week. But, you know, the biggest thing is Powell, right? He's not going to make a decision. I don't believe he's talking this week. Last week, someone was asking, well, you keep talking about a rate cut in July, but not August. Why is that? Well, because there's no FOMC meeting in August, right? We still do have one end of this month. It's looking like it's not going to happen unless we get something drastic or many things drastic. We're not going to get that cut this month, okay? So most likely it's going to be September, but that's okay. That's okay. That could be a boost to look forward to in September, right? We have many boosts. We could get that ETH ETF coming up anytime soon, maybe even this week. Get some short squeezes going. That is a boost, right? And who knows what else? Maybe we just don't need a boost. The market is just oversold. That in itself is phenomenal, and I guess you could say a boost too, right? So we don't need any of that. If you want to comment on anything I've said in this video, make sure you head over to the Roundtable. The Roundtable is a new social media platform created for conversations. And best of all, it's spam-free, bot-free, unlike here on YouTube. And you could have conversations with me and others like Altcoin Daily, Scott Melker, Mauro Nafal, and many others are joining daily. And you also get rewarded in tokens for doing so. So check out the new Roundtable. Click the link in the description below.